Time. Work a lot. Say, look here. The time you got, you better use it wisely. You only go around once. You only got one chance to do it. Now, WorkAlot is trying to do some big things, but I know the time is valuable, and I know time is short. So I got to do it constantly grinding. I got to be on the money, be on point. Can't waste a lot of time watching TV. A lot of time worried about what people thinking and people acting funny. Can't worry about that. You got to just think about the time that's being wasted and use your time wisely. And then when you use your time wisely, you start seeing a lot of things starting to unfold. You start seeing who really on your team and who not. You really start seeing who cut for you and who don't. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast. You know what I'm saying? You start growing up a little bit, you might lose some friends. Yeah, I got two phones. Yeah, but like I was saying, it's time. If you use your time wisely. Um, it's kind of like how I look at it. I look at it like this. I look at it like the people who doing real good, real big things. I feel like they are the people that's really uh, living life to the fullest. You know, if you're not living life to the fullest and you barely making it, barely getting by, maybe it's something you need to change. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to think, look, that's another thing. I noticed we scared to think. If you barely getting by, think about the time that you're wasting. Think about how you was thinking 5 years ago. If those thoughts line up with the same today, the same thoughts you had 5 years ago is lining up with the thoughts today about the time that you're wasting, maybe you really are wasting time. And I had to notice that too. I noticed that if you keep wasting time, time gonna go by and time don't care. Time don't care if you keep on moving. I just put that video out. I think people responding to the video. But yeah, uh, the time is moving. Time is not stopping. And if you have goals, well, everybody should have some kind of goals. But if you have goals to do big things and you're not getting there, and you're just moving like a snail pace, maybe you need to rethink that thing or rethink your strategy. You know what I'm saying? Think about your time. Think about your kids, and your grandkids, your mom and dad, uncles and aunties, and your family. How much time you're not spending with them? I know and I understand. And sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's good when you can't when you're not spending too much time with family. But some family that one that really love you and don't mean nothing but well, uh, don't mean nothing but good to you, good for you. Man, those people, that's your people. You need to stay close to them. You need to spend more time with them. You need to get your money right. So to get your money right, you can spend more time with them. But you don't want to be just barely getting by, barely making it. I don't know how I'm gonna pay my rent this week, this year, this month. I don't know how I'm gonna pay my car note. Man, and those situations are real. I know. I've been there and done it a whole bunch of times. But I'm saying I waste a lot of time playing around, hanging out too much, watching TV too much. Just talking about the nothing too much. Worrying about politics and all that. I mean, it's good to be aware of that stuff, but man, if it ain't really just benefiting you, you don't have your business going like you want it to go. If you're not making the money you want to make at your job, I wouldn't be tripping on all the politics and stuff. I mean, I'm glad somebody thinking about it is like live and die for it. They could be broke, no money in their pocket, but they swear to God that they love the president. They love everything that's going on in the country. man, it's not benefiting you none. At the end of the day, you get sick or you die, your family will be like, man, we didn't get a chance to spend much time with him. We ain't kicking with him. He didn't ever have no money. And that's another thing. Your kids, your grandkids get to asking you for stuff and you don't have nothing to give them but excuses. Not this time. Next time, you just call me next time. You know, eventually they're gonna get tired of that. I mean, you shouldn't give them everything they want, but you should be able to give them what you want to give them, what you think they deserve. But the most important thing is time, time, time. Don't waste your time. I won't advise you to waste your time on nobody or nothing. Anything that's gonna waste your time, you probably need to check that. You know what I'm saying? Or really check yourself and ask yourself how important is your time. You know, you got a lot of people acting funny. You wanna spend time with some people. They just don't want to spend time, and they acting funny sometimes. But when that happens, ain't nothing you can do. Don't sit back and just waste more time trying to figure out what is the problem. I mean, you might want to make a few phone calls, find out what the problem is. If you don't get nowhere with that, man, don't waste your time. Time is valuable. And then if you spend your time on blowing up and coming up, everything else gonna fall in place. You know what I'm saying? People are attracted to money. It seems like people are attracted to money. So when you have money, people start just coming around. People that you haven't even seen in 20 years. They start popping up. Yeah, man, I heard your clothing line doing good, man. You know, I'm down with you. I ain't bought no t-shirts, haven't bought no hats, haven't shared no comments, haven't shared no video, but they've been down with you. I mean, it is what it is. And see, think about everybody who's blowing up, they watching the time. They ain't watching people that's showing love around them. Everybody, I mean, just naturally. They just checking it all out. You know, so when people come with them lame excuses later on about how they want to be on the team after you start blowing up, you already know what it is. You know what it is. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Use your time wisely and use it in such a way that it would benefit you in the long run because you only got so much time. And however you use it, that's on you. Now, after you hear this video, you still waste your time however you want to waste it. It's on you. If you spend your time just talking about nothing, getting drunk and getting high and doing whatever you want to do, and it's not benefiting you nothing, it ain't benefiting you at all, that's on you. Ultimately, your time is spent the way you want to spend it. If you really want to spend it, or you really want to come up a little bit or whatever, you'll be more alert on how you're spending your time and what you're doing. If it's not working, it haven't worked in 10 years or 15 years or 5 years, if it haven't went down the way you want it to go down, maybe you should rethink something. Rethink it. Because the mind is ingenious. The mind thought of the airplane. The mind thought of the computer. The mind thought of electricity. And the mind is so powerful. And everybody got the same power, the same mind. But it's how you exercise your mind, what you use your time with. Use your time wisely. Work a lot. But what you working for? I asked the guy the other day, why you working so hard? He said, I don't know. I said, you don't know why you working so hard? Nah, not really. Older cat. I said, man, we working hard so we can live free and live better. That's why you should be working hard. You working hard, you should be striving to live free and live better. That's the slogan. Work a lot. Live free, live better. You working a lot anyway. Got a new brand coming out. It's the same brand branching off the work a lot. It's something new. So y'all stay tuned to that. Peace.